16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 12 carries, 66 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish a run game.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up in big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
The losing streak has taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
The tackle made.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here. Out we go. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Isaiah Simmons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable for Grant. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And it's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. This is Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. The man is short. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
1st and goal at the 4.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
For 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll let this one go. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. That's complete. He finds Sharp. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
15-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung up. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Jaguars.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that'll bring up second down. the gun now on third down. And he's going to go down again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Fourth down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Watson.
And he'll let this one go deep.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Jaguars 7.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
the 50, it's Watson. Has it left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson. And this ran into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Watson. Ertz over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Open man right side is Sharp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Try to punch it in with Henry. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Derrick Henry. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Gain on the play. And it's
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it again with Kamara.
Alvin Kamara on the carry.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
He's going to go deep for Conley. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Intercepted. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return from Coach TD. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he'll find Akins there, complete.
The pass.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the Jaguars.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Pettis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he'll let this one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
At the 30-yard line.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 4th down, Watson looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught.
The pass.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The 35-yard line.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski.
The pass.
So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Under pressure here, and down he goes.